I think there's just so much burst in the hands of ONIC, man. And Aura, they're trying to make sure that they can burst through the Cult Altar, but if ONIC is able to spread out and not get hit by the Ammo Offended, they can just instantly nuke down Kabuki and Facehugger, and that will be GG.
It's a standard team fight composition for Aura, but so much more from ONIC. They have so many levels, so dynamic with the draft. They can go for split pushes, they can go for team fights, even pick potential. And neutral objective control is definitely going to be in the hands of ONIC with the Faramis pick, Gani.
Yeah, indeed. So there you go, the approach from both of the teams. We'll have to wait and see here, folks. Remember, Game 1, ONIC, Game 2, Aura Fire with the revenge, but Game 3 is still up in the air. Aura Fire and as well as ONIC. Let's just jump to the Land of Dawn to see and witness the conclusion of it all, of this series. Let's go.
Let's get straight into the Land of Dawn for game number 3. The crowd again showing love for their teams as Samo with the Masha just jumps in onto Kabuki straight away. Fluffy though providing the support with the help of Godiva and Facehugger too. 4-man rotation early on with the Petrify as well, and Kabuki will help him out to secure first blood for Fluffy. Presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series.
They managed to relieve off pressure here, saying, Samo, you can't play as aggressive as you want to, but we'll have to see here as Aura Fire already with the early advantage. Kyrie will not contest that lethal wonder. It will completely fall to the hands of Kabuki.
Aura Fire with the trap for the invade player from the side of ONIC Esports. We've seen this, just rise in popularity right now. We know you're coming to disrupt our jungler. We're gonna wait for you with 4 members and just nuke you out and secure a very relatively safe early game for our jungler. So it's been working great so far, and Aura Fire put it to great use. And ONIC Esports right now, they still want to actually pressure in the early game, but it won't be as simple.
Now it's going to be really tough for Samo on this Masha, because on the Masha, you really want to try to bully the enemy jungler as soon as possible. Level 1 is where you do it best, but now that you're 2 levels behind the jungler, the enemy jungler, what can you do? Especially considering that Kabuki's on a Fanny, a hero that's so mobile. But here you go, they're gonna go for the bottom side. A stun connects onto CW as well as Kabuki dives in deep. They're gonna be forced to back away though, as Samo and Drian comes down as well to provide backup. Both teams disengaging.
Teams disengaging here, no casualties for both teams. CW still survives even though the flicker was spent. Now, Turtle is up here. Rotation-wise, it's still equal up in the air, but 3-man bot side.
3-man bot side. Drian going all the way, bringing high back from that flicker. As Samo dives in onto Facehugger, torn apart memory by CW, just in range to deal it out. Kabuki, meanwhile, coming in, picking up a kill, and even in the top side, it's a 1v1. Boots lost it. High survives with Kabuki, who just cuts Drian down.
Ooh, already things are spicing up here in the Land of Dawn in early.
We can finally see the conclusion for this match. Mirko, take it away.
Let's see here, 5-1 here after that kill down below, as Aura Fire have control of the first turtle of the game. Samo jumping in onto Facehugger already. Black Shoe still available. Fluffy just zoning the other members away, and both of the teams once again disengaged. They stay composed, and still Aura grasping onto that gold lead.
Yep, Turtle is still up in the air here. The first turtle has yet to fall. 0 neutral objectives collected by each team, but it seems like Kabuki with the Blade of Heptases secured will not be able to secure a kill by top side.
Fluffy with the Electro final blow, dishing out the damage onto the turtle right now as Kyrie picks it up with the Retribution. Turtle slain, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. ONIC try to equalize in gold.
That's a great play for ONIC Esports, man. They make sure they slow down the tempo enough. Aura Fire, they get the advantage when they get the pickoffs, right? But ONIC Esports, they were able to just threaten the possibility of a all-out team fight using the Cult Altar, and they were able to actually secure the turtle, as Kabuki, though, makes a play in the bottom side.
Oh my god, Hero's Passion as well from high as he flickers forward to pick that kill up with the setup that Kabuki made. Samo, though, trying to clear out the waves. They did get a few shots onto the turret goal as Kyrie comes back in with the double jab onto Facehugger. No more damage as of yet. It's Godiva who goes in for the I'm Offended. Kyrie dishing out the damage once again with a Call Altar here to help him out. Kabuki coming in, trying to silence them. Godiva running away, but look at the damage from Kabuki. He's trying to melt Samo down, and he will be able to do so. Fluffy in the back, 1v3. Jump for the Necto final blow as Space Tiger comes in to follow it through. Boots, he's coming in with the Demonic Force. Jumps onto Fluffy, 1 HP. Flame shot! Fade away flame shot from Boots.
Stylen, he purposely misses that skill just to get, with that flame shot, he secured the kill. Now it's a reset here. Still though, Aura of Fire collecting the gold here. They are still leading economy-wise. And it seems like both sides, CW is having a little trouble performing.
I wonder if this is, game plan as usual for the side of ONIC Esports. We take a look at the Head and Shoulders player head-to-head, and the KDA and average damage taken really favors Godiva, but the kill participation, Samo HD has been a lot cleaner, but not in this game, right? He has gone down 3 times, and he does not seem to have a great impact on the bearing of the game at all.
Usually we do see a lot of support heroes played by Samo, but never a Masha has been picked up by this guy. So we'll have to see here as he is trying to adjust, but bot side seems vulnerable here. CW is struggling to defend his turret bot side.
Oh, Kabuki, oh my goodness! Woo! I got the snipe from Kabuki's damage to set it up, and this combination, in game 1, it didn't work out. Meanwhile, topside, Kairi going to go for the retribution. Petrified though from Fluffy as he tries to disrupt the turtle take, but it's still Kairi staying composed, staying chill, picking it up.
Yep, still here. Aura of Fire though leading in gold, but ONIC Esports with the neutral objectives. Now Kai is invading.
Ooh. Steals that purple buff away, knowing Kairi doesn't have the retribution. Cult Altar prematurely popped there by Drian. I think that was a mistap.
Ooh, wow. That is unfortunate. That will be the ultimate down for a long period of time where Aura Fire, they can absolutely go for the pickoffs here because we can see that that Kabuki already has the Blood of Heptases and BOD already in the hands of High. So the burst potential, we saw what happened to CW earlier in the bottom side. That's highway robbery. He just comes in, takes him out, and gets out.
Yeah, indeed. And now we can see here, mid turret falls here. ONIC Esports, another structure they can't defend. The outer turret is only top side here that has been touched barely, but now Aura of Fire, they look for to prior that area.
Yeah, Fluffy zoning away the other members here as they look for the top side collapse. Godiva with I'm offended to the final blow. Kairi gonna get caught there, still able to dash away. Fluffy running away from Samo's High picks up the turret. Godiva taking low, torn apart memory, finishing him off right there in the back lines as Kabuki disrupts ONIC's Cult Altar and forces ONIC to back away. A 1-for-1 turret for kill.
Yeah, indeed. And Aura of Fire, they are establishing a very good control here as High. Oh my god, with the Westers not able to take any member, is actually Samo picking up the kill. A misplay there perhaps, as Aura of Fire now, they're only leading by 1,000 gold.
Considering the majority of the members on ONIC Esports are fighters, I think there was a bit of that play was a bit too bold by High, and there wasn't really any need for that play because all the objectives are down right now. In fact, ONIC Esports has the chance to actually pressure for the control on the Lord Pit. So High needs to try to chill it down. This is what we're talking about when you're playing a jungle. You look for those opportunities to get pickoffs, and now you're on a Beatrix who can do it, but you shouldn't.
Well, let's see. Samo gonna get dove on here by 3 members. Samo losing one of his HP bars, but it's still going to be safe. It's a Masha overall. This soaks in so much damage for free. And it goes back, recalls, gonna get that 3rd HP bar back in the base most probably. And this is what ONIC has. They have a solid frontliner that can take so much damage. They should utilize that, but look at the mid lane, Kabuki almost taking Drian out. But man, Drian calculated as ever, still not popping that Cult Altar as Aura now knows that Drian is low. They do not have a fair miss. They can just go and pressure the Lord, Gani.
Yeah, 5 member already dance around the Lord, but it seems like Aura, they will not commit to the Lord just yet. It is going to be a reset, but Kabuki, take a look at his setup. He is ready to rotate around, find the right target. CW is definitely, once again, going to be prioritized by Kabuki. 403 is his name.
Fortunately for ONIC Esports, they have the Masha to try and find information for the side of their team, but that is a Petrify being used. No, it's not Petrify actually, it's the parry essentially from the side of Fluffy. So, I don't know, ONIC Esports, fortunately for them, Aura of Fire wasn't sure if Drian went back to base, but right now both teams this is where ONIC shines, right? When they are forcing our Fire to go for these big team fights. It's like what Aura was doing in game number 2.
Oh, look at Fluffy again, disrupting that backline with Kabuki. Oh, Demonic Force all the way. Kabuki securing the Retribution as the Demonic Force goes all the way to the backline. It's Godiva forced to back up here as Kyrie will be able to dish out the damage onto him. 2 kills traded for 1 kill onto the Lord. Aura Fire still leading in objectives, but ONIC are trying to take this turret down in the mid lane. Kabuki jumping in onto 4 members, gonna get knocked off. Still able to dash away with the cables, but he did his job. He cleared out the minion waves.
Well, a very clear game plan from Aura as well as ONIC, but fortunately for the side of ONIC Esports, even though they lost the Lord, they managed to pick up 2 kills. Now with this Lord push, I feel like ONIC Esports can definitely defend looking at their composition, but then again, Aura Fire with Facehugger on this Lilia, it is going to be a very, very easy task to siege the base.
Kabuki right now has a Antique Cuirass though, so he has a lot of defense against the burst damage coming in from Kyrie and CW, so that is interesting itemization. Aura Fire though, they are pressuring multiple lanes at once, and they're able to secure most likely here 2 turrets. Well, the bottom side, Lord gets cleared by Kyrie as well as Vian, and now ONIC Esports, they're back on the back foot. They're really trying to find a big fight, and they seem to actually have success going for the winning team fight instead of the objective.
Okay. Teal play there, but it seems like Aura Fire will grab another structure outside, expanding their lead, expanding their room for control. Yeah, 2,000 gold lead, not a it's a healthy lead, right? It's a convincing lead item-wise as well. They are picking up a lot of damage out items here.
Well, you can see Haya also has the Wind of Nature, so any kind of burst damage coming in, any torn apart memories that will hit him from far away, he will be able to outplay that. As you can see, Aura Fire going with the the same idea, right? Just siege, take it chill, and kite away from the Cult Altar. They have all the tools available to do that, and I think one of the big players with a lot of impact right now is Fluffy, which is able to pull members away from the main, the main areas of focus. So Aura Fire, they're avoiding the whole big 5v5.
And it's going to be really tough right now for both of the teams, actually. Aura Fire, they do have the lead, but if they go for a 5v5, ONIC Esports have the fairness, and just like that, they're going to utilize it. Samo diving into that back line right now, trying to open up space for his team. Demonic Force used by Boots as that's going to be Kyrie going for the knock-off, to Petrify from Fluffy, catches Kyrie, perfectly timed Cold Altar as Kabuki jumps in again, torn apart memory, shutting him down as Boots just wreaks havoc onto that back line, jumping here and there, winning out in the team fight, and this is exactly what I mentioned. 5v5 with the Cult Altar, it's almost impossible for Aura to win.
Man, it's so evident now. They got the mid side as well. ONIC Esports, of course, they have won. They take down Kabuki, finally shutting him down. And yeah, they got the mid side as well. So ONIC Esports here in minute number 13, slowly but surely equalizing in this game. Lord is up here unenhanced. But I do think that ONIC Esports should play more reactively here. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well, it's no surprise right here that the Cult Altar is a big tool that ONIC Esports will be using. We expected that to happen all the way from the early game, but Aura was able to maneuver around that. So right now, in the late game where objectives seem to be the name of the game, where they can't ignore the Empowered Lord and later on the Evolved Lord, ONIC Esports will have an inherent advantage unless Aura Fire will be able to do some kind of macro play maneuver, right? Maybe they can send Kabuki to go and go for the split push with the higher mobility. They have Fluffy that can play a similar role. So I think, they have to try something that is not a 5v5 team fight, because we've seen that it won't really work out.
It won't really work out here. Once again, the Lord will be resetted. Fluffy trying to be a nuisance with this Benedetta. It's so hard to catch Fluffy.
It is incredibly hard, and that's the thing that Fluffy has been able to utilize in this game. He's constantly always in that side lane, clearing out the waves, cutting it, and even just jumping, opening up the jungle, because he knows with the mobility he has, he will be able to just open up the map without any consequences. With this though, Aura have actually started the enhanced Lord this time around. I'm offended, connecting onto that back by Petrify as well. They're going to be able to kill Driad before the Cult Altar. It is going to be Aura who picks up 3 members. Samo trying to run away, but okay, there you go. It's only 2 taken down. Another snipe What an engage by Godiva, finding Drian and taking him down without the Cult Altar being used. It was an easy fight for Aura.
Momentum shifts immediately here as Aura Fire with this Lord, with this enhanced Lord, mind you. ONIC Esports, they need to pick something up. They really need to think. Let's see the replay here closely. Arashi.
Instant replay by the Samsung Galaxy A series, and look at that. Aura pressures for the Lord, and once they saw that the members of ONIC are grouping up, that is where the group engage comes in, and I think they got knocked up by the Lord as well. So Lord MVP in that situation, and now Aura will make the decisive play, but can ONIC Esports defend? They still have the Cult Altar to play around with.
Oh, Fluffy cutting 3 waves at once here, buying so much time for the Enhanced Lord to march down bottom side as Godiva zones the other members away from this turret. It will be the Lord taking down that turret down below. Boots as well, trying to soak in the damage from high as he takes the turret down, sieging it slowly but surely, finally taking it down here. Going for the snipes, doesn't connect onto anyone. Aura needs to be careful here in this fight. Kabuki jumping in onto CW, not beating it off the but Kabuki finds the CW on that back line. High, gonna fall as well. There you go, by Boots. Cole Alter plays, that's gonna be the Alexo final blow to the back lines by Fluffy, trying to disrupt the damage as Kyrie tries to look for damage as Kabuki is still able to dash all across the board. Godiva's immortality taken down, concealed play to get out. It's a 1-for-1. And Aura have taken 2 base turrets.
2 base turrets down, and yeah, Aura Fire still holding on with the pressure, but Samo, oh my god, Samo here still trying to target Godiva. Luckily for Godiva, he still has a lot of dashes. But yeah, tempo has gone down after that fight. ONIC Esports, their base is quite exposed here, Arashi. And yeah, once again, Kabuki finding the right timings, finding the right moments to take down CW.
It was a jump scare, man. I mean, imagine if you were on CW's position, Arashi. You saw him once, you're like, all right, he's not gonna, oh, what? I'm dead.
What?
Exactly, he comes in, baits up some spells, and then once you thought, okay, he failed, right? CW survived. Nope, he just comes back in. This is the flexibility, and how well Kabuki is able to use these cables is really quite ridiculous, man. It seems like he can actually like control it, like, you know, with the analog.
Ackerman.
Exactly. It doesn't seem like he's using cables at all.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So efficient, Gani.
So efficient, it's so deadly as well. And okay, Godiva here. With that, I'm offended. Trying to delay movements from Samo. Facehugger as well as High is here. Will they commit to this? It seems like the backup is quite far. So now Samo trying to run away. But man, oh man, no casualties.
And that's a sprint, Gani. That's a sprint. That's a huge resource. As a Masha, you need that sprint. Torn apart memory, though. Oh my god, Fluffy dodges away from it. Kabuki's gonna get caught, though. It was all a bait. And Drian was there to use the Cult Altar to defend his teammates. 4v5. Godiva going for the I'm offended. Kyrie still able to dash away. His face puts some damage. The glowing one tick. The purple buff doesn't get CW. He's still able to survive. Samo, though, however, thunderclap onto High. He's kiting away. Can't basic attack anymore. Both teams disengaging from the Lord. Drian flickering forward onto High, bringing him back. Demonic Force all the way to solidify that kill as ONIC 2v3. Godiva and Fluffy trying to deal the damage onto Drian right now, and that's going to be Drian taken down by Facehugger. Meanwhile, the Lord has been taken to very, very low HP. Fluffy jumping in onto CW. Godiva trying to disrupt. Electro final blow to the back lines right here. It's going to be the Retribution coming through. Kyrie staying calm, staying composed. The flame shot does not get Godiva, but it is all worth it. ONIC have turned the tides.
2 members down here, forged out of Aura Fire and ONIC Esports. They are back in this game. Take a look at items here, Arashi. Malefic Roar already for Paquito, and yeah, 2 Guardian helmets on that Masha.
That Malefic Roar is absolutely critical, because if you can see on the side of Aura Fire, there are 3 antique cuirasses. They do not want any damage from Kyrie whatsoever, and so in these fights, Drian as well as Boots, they are the real MVPs doing the actual damage. Boots is always in the back line, wreaking havoc, jumping all around, and now with the Lord, they have a chance to force Aura into a 5v5, the exact scenario that Aura Fire do not want to be in.
Well, what's interesting from that item as well is actually Fairness opted for a utility, building that glowing one as well as an OD. Lord evolved here. Let's see here, what can ONIC Esports capitalize with this Lord push?
They can't really get much out of it. They get a tier 2 turret in the mid lane and the top side, but the base has been relatively untouched. Actually, untouched, that's the word. Completely untouched.
Yeah, seems like now it's another reset Okay, minute number 20 here. Economy leading towards ONIC Esports, but Economy is now irrelevant. It's starting to become irrelevant. Kabuki still with the cables here. No purple buffs though. Still able to escape as CW now is going to be the quote-unquote hyper carry with that purple buff and as well as orange buff.
It just comes down to who has the better engage and who gets the win conditions, right? For ONIC Esports, is to get a proper fight using the Cult Altar. For Aura Fire, it's to get a pick-off or to actually catch them off guard, like earlier, and actually catch a few members out before the Cult Altar even gets casted. So they have the tools available, but at such a high level, you really don't know how it's going to play out.
We don't know. Well, I agree. 60 seconds, a minute to the next Lord here. Perhaps the deciding Lord, but now the calm before the storm. Fluffy trying to seek out information, trying to escape as well. Oh, it's an invade for the purple buff.
Absolutely, once again. Oh, Kabuki actually gets it this time around. Torn apart memory not used just yet. CW stunning Godiva up though. Kyrie with knockout strike. Fluffy jumping in. That's the torn apart memory. Last shot over onto Godiva. Taking a lot of HP down. Kabuki though got baited in by the Cult Altar, but again, that's a massive resource used. Fluffy wants to capitalize on this. He is hungry. He is thirsty. He wants to hunt them down, but he will not have the amount of mobility to catch up.
I feel like Kyrie needs an immortal here, Rashi. Yeah, sure, Paquito, quite sustainable, but, you know, for a second chance, okay, Samo is the target.
Oh no, Samo, you have 3 HP bars, but Kabuki can just chase you down here with the cables. He's going all the way, taking almost the second HP bar down. But again, 2 seconds onto Lord Kyrie, onto Fluffy! Electro final blow, getting out, just very nearly there. But Kabuki, he used the retribution onto the purple buff. ONIC Esports have this knowledge.
Okay, Kabuki now with no retribution, will they commit to this Lord? But it seems like Aura Fire, they realize that the minions is actually favoring their size here. So, yeah, without this retribution...
Oh my god, Kabuki once again jumping on the CW, getting the immortality, and he gets out! That's a massive item. Popped and used already. Aura Fire, Retribution, 7 seconds. Electro Final Blow, Petrifying Drian trying to get him low to bait out the Cult Altar once again. Godiva, I'm offended, does not connect it onto anyone. And ONIC, they are able to withstand another Lord fight.
Wow. Are still withstanding here, Arashi. Minions, though, it seems like heavily favoring Aura Fires. What do you think?
Absolutely, Aura Fire has the advantage of those minion waves just pushing in bit by bit, and Kabuki, he is stalking CW at every chance he can get. Every time you think he's safe, he is not at all. So in these fights, your Boots, I think, will be the main carry instead of CW. And we see this yet again, 1v1 play, CW versus Kabuki, and CW will make it out, but this is so difficult for ONIC Esports.
Man, it is so difficult as now the Lord once again initiated, but now CW has no Flicker. So with no Immortal and as well as Flicker, he needs something to somehow withstand the pressure that is given by Kabuki. Lord resetted once again. Both parties do not want to commit on towards anything just yet.
The first time he got the Immortal, the second time he got the Flicker, and the thing is CW needs to be in the mid lane. That's why he's always in the mid lane alone. He needs to be the one clearing out the minion wave. Kabuki's not letting that happen though, and look, now mid lane, it's open! Electro Final Blow once again by Kyrie. I mean by Fluffy onto Kyrie as Kabuki goes onto the Lord Retribution battle, and Kabuki wins it! Cult Ultra use, Godiva falls, but Aura Fire can disengage. Fluffy gonna be brought back to the team though. He has the eye for an eye. It does not matter though as CW picks up a double kill. It's a 2-for-1. 2 kills for an evolved Lord.
We'll have to see here. The base is once again exposed. Kabuki taking no time. He wants CW with that information. Wind of Nature has been popped and Kabuki escapes.
Oh, Samo running him down. Kabuki, 1 HP with the cables. He's still able to get out. Can't really basic attack anymore though. A shield. He bought what? He bought a rose gold. Dude, oh my god, to protect the immortality, Arashi.
That is crazy. What? I think this is the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh my.
At the nick of time, he got a rose gold and got an extra shield. My lord, ONIC Esports now will be able to clear this lord, but they have no answer to Kabuki, man.
Oh my god. We got a match on our hands, Gani.
I have no words, man. That was a very 200 IQ play there. Yeah, that rose gold to save that Immortal. Yeah, take a look. Another Windows Truncheon bought by Fluffy. Another sustainable item. We'll see here. Extra life item. It's a reset.
I'm still so amazed. Yo, he
That is
understands.
ridiculous.
He understands the value that immortality has. He doesn't want it to get to get popped there, and because of that, now they're gonna go on to Samo, who's alone again in the side lanes. But look at ONIC. They want to collapse Arashi. Kyrie already in position. He goes in. Kabuki still able to just distract the enemy members.
Honestly, the movement from Aura Fire is so annoying right now. If you're ONIC Esports, can you imagine trying to lock down Kabuki on the Fanny, lock down Fluffy on the Benedetta? They're just going in and out, in and out. You go for a Facehugger,
Even Lilia.
he black shoes out. We saw that happen in the earlier team fight, so they lack crowd control and they don't have like the dives to actually catch on some of the members in a decisive fashion. But Samo HT right now will be the target yet again.
Yeah, they don't use too many resources onto Samo. It just takes a chunk off of his HP. Kyrie also in the bush, just opening up the map a little bit for his team, getting some pressure down. Knockout strike once again onto the waves. He dashes away. I'm offended there by Godiva, baited out. ONIC defending this high ground in the base.
We'll have to see here what can ONIC do to defend the base, the last base turret top side here. Seems like it is still up at Samo. He is targeting a member here. You need to be careful. Okay, popping up the sprint here. Sprint will fall for the next 90 seconds. And yeah, Lord though will be up in 15. So both teams here will try to somehow claim this area here. And it seems like still Aura Fire with the lead, with advantage. Well, map control.
ONIC Esports though, they can win these fights, but they just can't keep Aura Fire in place long enough to take advantage of that. High now with the Has Claws, he will be able to sustain a lot more because there isn't really a lot of huge bursts coming from ONIC Esports as Kabuki again goes in for the 1v1 against Samo. And this is the difficulty, like once they just move, once they try and go for a fight, Aura Fire just pieces out.
That's the mobility that Fanny has, and even here, because they have so much prio on the lanes, ONIC can't really open up in their own jungle. Because of this, Purple Buff, again, is just going to be targeted by Aura Fire. Boots, though, in the midst of it all, going to get chunked. Lord, taken for free. Very good distraction by Aura as they secure it once again. Gold Ulcer by Drian. Lord Slain presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A-Series. Demonic Force, ONIC, they're looking for a desperate fight. They're jumping onto Godiva, but Aura will not give it to them. They fall back. They know what to do, and they will wait for the Lord to spawn.
Oh, they just snooze the second there, I feel, and immediately Aura Fire, they capitalize on that. They got the Lord here. Base quite exposed. Can they defend this Aura Fire now? The difference than the previous one is they are strong with 5.
Oh no, Godiva gets I'm offended. CW flickering out. Electro Final Blow. Gonna be used there. Popped by Fluffy to bait it out. Demonic Force by Boots all the way towards Fluffy. Nibiru's passion. Oh my god, he gets 3. Boots getting that immortality. He goes in for more. He has one more dash, but his immortality will pop. Drian on the back lines has a cold ulcer. They're looking for a fight. Lord in the mid lane. Micromanaged by Brody. Godiva 1v1 against Samo. Meanwhile, look at Fluffy. Look at Lilia. They want to go for the end right here, right now. Winter Truncheon gonna be popped. Kabuki all the way onto the base right now. Has the immortality. CW still defending. Fluffy backing out. And they've defended. Facehugger gonna be baited onto the black shoes once again. Drian trying to pull him back. Godiva trying to provide the escape that Facehugger needs, but Kyrie will not let that happen. Boots picks up the kill. It's a 3-4-0.
Wow, 3 members down here now on Esports. They are able to defend this one. And now Kabuki trying to find a kill in the base, but doesn't succeed. Samo here still on a manhunt against Godiva. But man, oh man, what a defense by ONIC Esports.
Wow, and look at the death timers now. Quite a bit difference between Facehugger as well as High. 30 to 20 seconds. That is a lot of time that ONIC Esports can use to try and get an advantage, get a man advantage. Kyrie reads into the position of Kabuki, barely just misses him. And now they have to try and force something to happen because they do not, the last thing they want is for Aura Fire to get 5 members all up and for the same sequence to happen again. They want to force this end onto Aura Fire.
What is going on here, Mirko? It seems like ONIC,
Minions.
It's just defending now.
They're gonna go for one straight push. Godiva, I'm offended. Able to buy some time. High, gonna get clapped there by the thunderclap as Samo does so much damage. Cold ulcer all the way. The base targeted, but the minions won't beat them. ONIC, they've done it. One straight push is all they need. They stay in this to win it.
Holy! What a series, ONIC Esports! They are not backing down. And yeah, 2-1 is the final scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. But boy, oh boy, 5 Lords. They defended 4 till 5 Lords in ONIC Esports. The yellow porcupine says no to Aura of Fire. And yeah, Aura of Fire will lose the series.
History repeats itself, Arashi.
Yep, I mean, respectable attempt from both these teams here, but ONIC comes out on top, man. Aura, they had it. All they had to do was play a bit more patient, but ONIC just seems to be so patient, so calm, so calculated. At the final moments of the game, they blew it, man. It was so close.